say they should be on their way. Because they're leaving, they're not landing. They're flying straight at the tanker. The fuel tanker is already here. It's already been in the air and flew by.
As they cross, will be at the end of lap 2, and we'll give you a more accurate speed. Bob may have gone a little wide on that turn.
I think he's still okay. He had to.
Yeah. That's a big that's a battle that takes never see him first down, so. Yeah, he did. His speed at 370.68. Just
Bob Odegaard's Supercourse Air being one of the stars of this movie. We've got a couple other stars. Reno shirt. Let's make some noise. They're right down here in front by the announcing stand. You'll see them in just a second when they start curling. There they go. There's the first one. So Thunder Over Reno t-shirts again. A little bit of promotion for the movie. You can get down to the pits and check it out.
When he was 20, he started to fly air shows with his father and his two brothers. And now he'll start into a Lumshabach maneuver. First upside down. Now watch the nose and the tail as it gyrates end over end. And then recovers in the nose down position. Now you're going to see this award-winning pilot, recipient of the Bill Barber Award for Showmanship, both he and his brother Ken, presented to them at Oshkosh, Wisconsin in the year 2005. All right, coming back in from your right now. When is the last time you saw a three-point roll? A signature maneuver from this man, stopping every 120 degrees, the three-point roll, followed by the slow roll at the start-finish pylon, followed by the half roll. Now he'll hold it in that upside-down position. He will do the outside or negative G, 5/8 of a loop turnaround. Just barely floating across the top. You can see how severely the wings have been clipped. And remember, this started out life as a 65 horsepower aircraft. After the war, pilots hot rodded the Piper Cubs and the Telegraphs and made air show aircraft out of them. Okay, working right off the deck. This now, ladies and gentlemen, is the stop sign that you see on Nevada highways each and every day. The 8-sided loop with a stop sign in the sky. Upside down, he's got 4 angles. There's number 5. There's 6 straight down. 7 is a 45-degree angle. One more. A big round of applause for Warren Pietsch and the 8-sided stop sign loop. All right, now off to the right. Watch for a great piece of equipment inside of the aircraft. A full vertical roll. You know what that instrument is? It's state-of-the-art. It is the pilot, Warren Pietsch. As he comes back in, let's watch for one of the first maneuvers that they say was ever invented here in the U.S. They say the year was 1913. The pilot, Lincoln Beachy, the place there.
口々にもったいないっていうのが言ったの。 What a way to land. Goodness sake.
Okay.
Stand by for this.
Yeah, that looks like fun. It's all tied up.
Making 1,705 horsepower.
And then next to him, Steve Hinton Jr. from Chino, California, flying Sparky number 44. Steve Hinton pulls up and away, and there it is, and then CT-133. And there's your field. Wait a minute. There's the rest of your field.
Stephen Hinton is getting the guide pylon here. So he's going to round that course in first place when he makes that first pylon. On the far outside is going to be, though, that's going to be, yeah, that's going to be Will Whiteside flying Bob Butts. He wasn't able to make it happen.
This is a 6-lap race. It's about 50 and a third miles altogether. And they're about 4 miles away from us now at the far side of the course.
Okay, if indeed this is Stephen Hinton in first place, this is something we will be saying a lot over the next several years. What a neat young man, very humble, very smart, excellent stick. Of course, he would have to be to come from Steve Hinton's house.
Yeah, I guess. And he turned 21 just a couple of, like 3 weeks ago, so he is the youngest racer we've had out here.
Neat kid, though, Alex. I interviewed him this morning, got to know him a little bit, and everything I've heard about him is just what they said. Great kid.
Nothing like starting to the heaviest iron possible at Reno.
problems with their full race motor earlier this week, actually last weekend. So this is their mild motor, but again, they've got to win today if they're going to bump up for silver like they would like to tomorrow. But he's got a long course ahead of him. Stephen Hitt Jr., again, this guy has learned a lot from Bill DeStefani, Tiger DeStefani, and his dad, Steve Hinton. So again, he's got a lot of training, a lot of tutelage, and he's a very, very good student.
And he leads the first time around at 3:65.09, and that's including the downhill run. So we'll get a better read on their real speed when they come past the Reno Breitling home pylon here to wrap up lap number 2, the 6-lap race.
We realize if Stephen Hinton can win this race, he will set 2 records. Not only will he be the youngest unlimited pilot in the history of the Reno Air races, he will be the youngest pilot to win an unlimited race in the history of the races. But he's got 2 people right on his tail at this point, so they're not going to let him have this one for free.
Yeah, Doug Matthews and Rob Patterson are right behind him, and the Rebel and Lady Joe.
Here we go, 3 abreast.
I'm watching for Will Whiteside.
And Doug Matthews have got by Stephen Hinton. There's Speedball Alice being flown by Rob Gordon. Lady Joe has really stretched out lead here, so I don't think they're going to catch him at this point.
Yeah, this Rob Patterson, then Doug Matthews and Steve Hinton. You can see the Johnny Mullen design on the side of the T51 makes it real easy to pick out.
And there goes Rob Gordon and the Vance families, Speedball Alice, and then Will Whiteside, Rob Gordon.
If he finishes first, doesn't matter if he's got a great, huge speed.
Okay, Frank, what other form of motorsports can you say that they slowed down and are only doing 344 miles an hour in?
I don't know, but I looked at it. Did you see Doug Matthews? I saw Steve Hinton go by.
Well, the best Will Whiteside can hope for right now is if he can get up high enough in the standings where he gets a good spot in tomorrow's run.
Who did not finish. So, I mean, it was, if you get airplanes, you put an extra 2 laps on them, and they may not be that much. It's only 17 more miles.
They've got to keep these things together so they can fly them home.
Joe, and as he crosses the Reno Breitling home finish line, look down here at 319 and 13. He just kept easing it up. See the engine.
Okay, let's see. Who's going to take the official second spot? It is Stephen Hinton.
Stephen Hinton is finishing.
Valley Special.
Absolutely
Not a
finishing.
bad showing for the new generation of the Gino kids. There's a photo finish for us. Yeah, that was Will Whiteside, Bob Button's Voodoo, and that was Rob Gordon in the Vance family Speedball area.
And just for you folks that rate their dependable, check it out. And we'd also like to thank our friends from Concord Batteries. They've been in business for 35 years. They serve Northern Nevada and Northern California with exhilarating products for over 60 years.
Mike Brown in 232, September Fury. There it is. Hate to see that gear go up because it doesn't like to go down. John Penny in the burger. Okay, folks, let's hear it. With that airplane really on the inside, Mike Brown, 232, September Fury.
And they go red by Dan Martin right next to him. And that is 1-2 as they're going to go around the 4, 5, and 6 pylons out there.
Okay, high white when there should be Bill DeStefani looks like be Rare Bear down in the 3rd spot. And we've got Sherm Smoot sneaking in under Tiger DeStefani.
That's Bear in 3rd.
Okay, we've got some of the four of the fastest aircraft in the history of air racing, all in one bunch, coming up the Valley of Speed. Here they come. Here's the sound you came for, folks. Listen up.
Read my mice. Yeah.
Position right now. Mike Brown still holding the lead. Dan Martin and Diego Ray race for in second place. And it looks like Rare is still followed by Strega in fourth place.
And Church and actually taken by Tiger last.
Yeah, our leaders right now are the four fastest aircraft in air racing today. Piston powered aircraft.
469.8 on that last lap.
And this is guys that are supposed to be saving their engines.
Turn 9.
Wow.
Whoa!
And not only is Bill now in third place, look at that. Making a cut.
For just an instant, right? For just an instant, Dan Martin had the lead. And now with 469.95 on the last lap.
Second, here we go again. One
Look at this.
Okay, this is why we call it the Valley of Speed. We've got two of the fastest piston-driven aircraft ever built racing.
It's a neat airplane anyways, but now how much horsepower are you running? It's a 180.
Dan Vance, you go in 4, you got Mike Brown, you go over another 2, and you got Bob Odegaard. And Dan Vance leads Will Whiteside and Dr. Brett Heisey in that beautiful red, white, and blue
We've got the smallest airplane in the field in Will Whiteside's yak, and we've got the largest one in Mike Brown's mighty Tiger Cat.
Mike Brown's staying down low, and with all that power, the 2 R2800s, he can do magical things with that, so let's just keep your eye on it.
This is a close race. Look how bunched up they still are. You know, Will Whiteside, again, he's got the smallest airplane out there. This guy was a rookie just a few short years ago, like 3 years ago. Now he's not only chasing Dan Vance for first place, he won the bronze race in Voodoo.
I think it's Bill Eberhardt that just went very high around the pylons at the far end, 4, 5, and 6. Coming back down, picking up some speed, but still looking
that many airplanes that close together, those pylons are really crowded.
Oh yeah. And this is one of those times with all the different engines, you want to listen to them come around, we'll just stand here and get that sound going.
Extremely rare historic aircraft we have in one race out there right now.
Right now. the F2G, they didn't build many of those, and they were designed specifically to be kamikaze killers, and they entered service exactly at the end of the war.
Which worked out just fine for Cook Cleveland, who turned these into his Cleveland Air Racers back then.
And I said to her,
Bob Odegaard had fallen back to 7th, and Fred Cabanas up as...
But Dr. Brett Heisey, the very, very famous Miss America, has moved up to 2nd place as of the first lap. Let's see if he can hang on to that. And again, we got several movie stars in this race also. Big Boss Man, the Black Tiger Cat, and the Super Corsair, as well as Miss America, are all in the movie Thunder over Reno.
uh-oh, she got you cut. Well, last year we didn't
Look at this race. Bill Eberhardt and Mike Brown. This is a 7-lap race, remember, 4:04.51 and just a half a second separating first and second.
Now keep in mind, whoever wins this race has the option to bump up to this afternoon's Unlimited Gold race. And you wonder why they would do that? Well, because last place in the gold pays more than first in the silver.
$1,105,000 is the combined purse for the races this year.
That beats the heck out of the old days, but if you won, you only lost 40,000.
Yeah. This is the completion of lap 5. We have a 7-lap race. Remember, they're going 58.556 miles. 7-lap race, and this is going to be continued with Brett Heisey following Dan Vance and Mike Brown's September boss.
Well, you wonder if he's just waiting to jump, if he's trying to keep that cool tips down a little bit, just waiting to jump at the last minute, or whether that's all she has.
Okay. Now we're in the 6th lap after we are coming around to Brett Heisey, 1 and 2.
On Robbie Patterson, so somebody just called coming up on your right. You said, go on by.
Dish Network.
And the white flag is up. Advance. Goes through the Reno Biplane road pylon. And
So will he bump up or not? There's the question, folks. At the end wins, will he? I vote yes.
4:07.72 is speed on the left.
Robbie Patterson, Lady Joe, race 81 out of Corona, California.
Spray the dish.
Bob Odegaard got past Freddie Cabana.
We did.
Now we put Lee Vermont and then Bob Odegaard and Freddie Cabana.
Just because Freddie's the little guy, I kind of pull for him.
Here's our race. Can he do it? Not good.
It's gonna happen. Checkered flag is up. And that completes our 7-mile silver race in the Olympics. And unofficially our winner is going to Dan Vance.
The question is going to be, first off, is it a clean race, any cuts? And secondly, will Dan Vance bump up to race in that last coveted position in today's unlimited gold race? It looks like it was just assembled in a sterile environment.
Matter of fact, that was a far left in.
And again, for your convenience going home tonight, don't forget Amador stage lines. If your group wants to go early for some reason, you want to stay late, the main gate is the place to go. They'll take you back to town for the price of $11. Air-conditioned comfort in a Comfort Gold chair in that big motor coach heading back to town, not worrying about traffic. High trade-ins, giant GM incentives, and low prices. Where? That is Champion Chevrolet, home of the champions. And Aeroshell is a big sponsor, not only at the races here, but weekend in and weekend out. Hall of Fame award-winning Aeroshell aerobatic team. Right wing ship number 5 of that team is here racing his race number 90. It is the Honda Generator Special. And summer and winter in this great state. Man, this state is fun. There's Bob Odegaard's team number 57 from out of the post-war racing days at Cleveland, 1946, 47, 48, 49. And it was an airplane like that, red and white number 57, that continued to take home the gold. The big engine, Goodyear.
To do this when they're coming down the pipe. And I'll turn things back over to you.
All right, thank you, Frank. That we can do. We have Joe Grubiak with us. He is from Hooker Beach, C, but probably not here. Joe's that's right. It is scooters for volunteers to be able to sit back.
Right side. Here's airplane to you. It's John Sharp in his 3X NXT Nemesis.
Yeah, John Sharp's had a new qualifying record this year of 409 miles an hour in that beautiful plane, and he's been doing in the high 390s all week long.
Next to him, Mike Daisy in Bad Intentions.
Now, Mike Dacey's got one of the little legs. It's highly modified, and he qualified at 375, but he's had a couple of laps in the 380 mile an hour range this week.
Lynn Farnsworth next in Miss Karen, too.
Lynn Farnsworth has a gorgeous twin turbocharged Lancer Legacy. He had some cylinder problems earlier. He got them broken in, and he's been turning it up ever since.
Kevin Eldridge, number 42, Relentless.
Now, Kevin Eldridge got the other NXT, and he's had some heating problems, well, cooling problems, I should say, but you can expect that he's gonna bring it on today.
George Givney qualified third fastest speed in rapid travel.
Now, he's flying one of the little Thunder Mustangs. He had a blower problem, so we think if he's running normally aspirated today, he might not be doing so well.
Then Rod Von Groot in number 33.
Rod Von Groot is flying that gorgeous Lancer Legacy, and I want to invite you all to look to the left, because here comes John Sharp already. Listen to that gorgeous Thunderbolt engine as it's wound up. Followed by Kevin Eldridge. Kevin Eldridge got the whole shot on Mike Dacey, and it looks like Mike Dacey wants it back. It's like a lucky mojo.
And as you pointed out, Lee Neal and Gary Mead were first and second in the gold. This is the unlimited, it's hard to say. This is the super unlimited, I'm sorry, super sport. And are you sure they're not out of their class?
Well, let me tell you, 409 miles an hour, he could be running in the Silver Unlimited, but the ironic thing is you gotta you got to start looking to your left, folks. And he has really made this course go by quick. Here's John Sharp in that beautiful NXT called Nemesis. Okay, here's the big battle right now. We got Kevin Eldridge and Mike Gates battling today. Oh, look at this, folks. 33, Ron Von Groves now moved into third, and Lynn Farnsworth has taken fourth place away from Kevin Eldridge. Okay, look to your left, we got Lee Beal coming by, and looks like Gibney's number 8, Gary Mead is number 7. With all these lead changes, it's tough to keep them straight, but guess what, folks? Look, there's NXT called Nemesis. Let's listen one more time.
Now this is the third of 6 laps.
Wow. How fast was that?
Okay. We lost the clock just on 2 laps.
Ever. 400 miles an hour on that lap. Unbelievable. Look at, we got Kevin Eldridge. He's back in third again, followed by Lynn Farnsworth, followed by Ron Von Grote in that beautiful number 33. And here we got Lee Beal following Rod in his normally aspirated Lancer. He kept George at bay, and now Gary Mead has officially taken over that position. Here we go. Look to your left.
Scott Sharp is back already. You see that all the note of disgust in your voice because he's wiping the field up. 3:97.98 on that last lap.
Wow. You know, he's already going to pass a couple guys that really move, and it's amazing. Here's Mike Dacey. We got to pass on the left, folks. Looks to me like Kevin Eldridge is getting passed by Lynn Farnsworth. Let's see if he can do it. I got to tell you, Kevin Ellsworth is just dying with this little bit of a temperature problem he's having, because he wants to turn it up and he has to watch his temps. And yes, folks, there's Lynn Farnsworth taking over the third place position from Kevin Eldridge. And here we have Ron Von Grote in 5th. Okay, who do we got coming up here now? Looks to me like Lee Beal. Lee Beal has moved his way up. He's now in the 5th, looks like 5th position. And look who's back, folks. John Sharp. Wow, he just took the white flag.
We are going to see we've got the white flag as we are in the 6th lap, in the white flag lap.
Not got anything as long as this lap goes well.
There's a 21-second lead.
Wow. And he's got a 21-second lead on a 370-mile airplane.
I'm looking. You look out there, the dot. So the dot that's going fastest is John Sharp.
John Sharp is just lapping guys right and left. We got Lynn Farnsworth coming by here now in 3rd place. We got Rod on time. It's the checkered flag. And he has set a new race record on that lead. Okay, leading. That's the full out.
388.35, so he backed off. He wasn't going to be over 400 for the race, but he backed off, but he still won it again. John Sharp.
That's right. There goes Gary Mead. He got to take a lot of runner. George Gibney unfortunately lost his superchargers, and it took about 50 minutes because these guys don't want to lose. And here we have Lynn Farnsworth being chased by Ron Von Grote. He's making his move. Can he do it? It's going to be a ho. By a nose. Wow. Very nice. Well,
388.35 miles an hour, the average speed.
Jet 40 XR, a light business jet. That movie is fantastic. This was back in the days of Paul Maps Aviation. We had lost Paul Maps, premier motion picture stunt pilot in a motion picture Flight of the Phoenix. Frank Coleman went on to run that motion picture company. If I remember right, he got about 20 or 22 B-25s, and they filmed a lot of the scenes in Puerto Pedasca, which the Americans call Rocky Point down in Mexico. Aerobatic championships, winning an individual gold medal and 3 team bronze medals. It was in 2001 that David won the United States National Aerobatic Championship. Well, from Jennings to Jets, you talked about the F-16 with David. The past year, he's given an opportunity to fly an original 1917 Curtiss OX-5 powered Jennings. With the Caulfield Museum in Wichita Falls, Texas. that purchased the beautifully restored jetty to commemorate the World War I training at the airport in that town. They needed a pilot to fly it. They overpaid the chance. It was a bit of a challenge because you can't get dual in a 1917 Curtiss-powered Jenny. Not many pilots can say that they have flown from Jennies to jets, but this pilot can. Flying the new Extra D30SC, sponsored by Breitling. David is known in the air
near side to the near side. It'll be Nick Macy, Al Goss, John Zak, Ken Dwelly, Gene McNeely, Fred Kelly, and Carter Clark. The total distance on this, once again, is 30.414 miles, just under 30.5 miles.
You can see Ken Dwelly out there move from fourth right into third. Looks like he's going to try a pass on Al Goss up there in second place. It looks like he's moving right on up, right alongside of him. He's got a little bit more speed, and that's all it takes. A little bit more speed will get him around. There he goes.
So at this juncture, it is a race for second, and Phil on the outside still going high, and Nick Macy's pulling up. Nick Macy has called off the course, but he is not calling Mayday. It's a precaution then if he finds something he didn't like. Meanwhile, that's going to make Al Goss and John Zak, they have in the fight for number one.
Looks like Nick's going to land here at 08. He's got the gear down. He's on final.
But look at the race. Look at the race. Al Goss and John Zak. Just watching over here, watching Nick Macy as he is, and they're taking out the equipment. Apparently he asked for the equipment, although he apparently did not declare an emergency. But the equipment's moving on. We're going to watch both that and watch across the field as Ken Dwelly is...
You got to give him a round of applause for that landing. I'm sure a lot of things were going on in that cockpit. Good job, Nick.
I'm looking over here to make sure that Nick Macy is down safely. I'm watching now as the field makes a turn around the pylons to the left side, 5, 6, and 7.
Ken Dwelly there. Now he's got probably about a 3-second lead. Now Goss and John Zak in third place there. And then Gene McNeely right there. Maybe over in front of Zak. Again, just incredible.
That's why I asked if these guys hold back. Here's the checkered flag as you watch Ken Dwelly come by and take your toy and takes the checkered flag. That's an average of
243.
There's the two L-29s on the nearest to us.
That's just not supposed to happen. You know, the scary part is Mike Mangold is telling me there's a lot more room left in there. They could go even bigger engines than these 601 Vipers.
That's hard to believe. It's almost like they planned it like that.
In an airframe that's cheaper than a 172 Cessna.
Well, Kurt Brown seems to be holding front, Mike Mangold second, and then Joe Gino fifth sweep. So now we'll just wait till they come around here. The start line when they cross the extended runway, 8 to 26, and so when we come by the Reno Brightly home pylon, we've wrapped up the first lap of a 6-lap race.
Okay, here comes our three again. Again, Lee Beal and Fluga Magister, the V-tail with a long wing. Astronaut, Hoot Gibson in the candy colored one, and Luke McGee in the Ferrari red, L39.
Didn't see much of a stretch to say it was going to be between Kurt Brown and Mike Mangold, no matter what. That was complete.
Here comes your race leader.
Yeah, bang right there. That's checking 686.
Towards your 2008 Unlimited Gold Race lineup. Gentlemen, the stage is yours. When ready, start your engines.
Of course, see, part of the deal is we got to get everybody out of the way. All the families over there and saying have a good race and all that. And once we move the personnel off the ramp, did you hear when you were introducing Howard Pardue? Did you hear from the crowd? Did you hear the spectators? They're saying, because anything that ends in oh. They're all saying, Pardue!
I heard so. I knew they were booing him.
Yeah.
Okay, our first plane to taxi. Dan Mark from San Jose, California, has teamed up with Green Machines LLC to bring back Dano Red! This year's total center, 475 miles an hour.
Mike Brown making the turnout in this is my winning paint job. I think here, 232 Mike Brown flying September Fury.
The mighty 3350 powered Sea Fury from Carson City and Eagle Nest, Ione, California. Mad Mike Brown.
Now you look, his eyes are just about the height of the extended cowling. You talk about time. No visibility.
Race 7 from Bakersfield, California. Striga!
As John Penny went through that new paint job, I don't know. I kind of like the old one, but we'll see if this makes him go faster. Number 77, Red.
Next, race 86, Sharp Spoon from Templeton, California. This follows playing our field. The Yak, again, Russian design, Czechoslovakian airframe, but all-American engines.
The flag of Texas emblazoned both sides of it. All Texas, the spirit of Texas.
There's no doubt where that 3350 powered Sea Fury is from.
Oh, another Texan, come on, look, hey, I gotta keep that military paint job as the Hawker Sea Fury taxis out, and number 13 Fury.
Part of the Breckenridge Air Museum and the Pardue Air Wing. Speaking of Pardue, Race 14, the beautiful FAF Bearcat with Mr. Howard Farview at the controls.
And Howard has his own air wing. If you count all the airplanes that he owns, not that he races, but that he owns, and they all have the big P, the big Papa from Pardue on the tail. And finally, rolling out.
Fastest piston-driven aircraft in the world, leading this race so far. Okay, Dan likes to fly a low tide course, so he's going to make it tough on any of it. If they want to get around him, they're going to have to wait for it to break, or they're going to have to really work on the outside. Watch how low and tide Dan flies this course. They got to keep together for another 7 laps.
And that first lap, 4:93.86.
Take that, NASCAR.
Good job, he's back
here, because we do have a lot of smoke around the back of Rear Bear. And here comes
lap 4 of this.
Okay, John Finney's lined up with runway 4 out there. Still a lot of smoke coming out. He's got the runway made. John Finney is down and rolling in the rear mirror. Still has a lot of smoke behind him. One more time, that's pretty good.
Tiger is just coming up through lap number 5 with a speed of 484.35. I'm watching John Penny now, just disappearing behind the pylon where we're standing. And all I'm saying to myself is, damn shame, damn shame.
Yep. Good boy. What a run by Tiger to Stephanie here. Let's hope this Mustang engine holds together.
When we've had problems with the Mustangs in the past 5 years, it's been in the next to last or last lap.
Sure smooth. Stewie Dawson, Fair to Texas. Nelson Adele and Fury. Ray Diekman, Salmons. Howard Martin, Bearcat. Here comes Simon Stephanie Striga.
Even more of a lead on Jan Martin. 480 lag over here at the Reno Breitling home pylon.
Okay, how many of you Strega fans haven't breathed for the last 3 laps? Yeah, me either.
There you go.
One more time and checkmate. Okay, Dan is still Bill is still cooking. Off to your left here. Can you hold together for one more lap?
That's all it needs. That's all it needs. But Tiger to Stephanie leading Dan Martin to speed it into his lap 4:81 and hole 3. He's got himself, don't blow it up. Don't blow it up. Tiger to Stephanie is, if he's going to step out of the cockpit, he's going to go out with a smile on his face, isn't he?
Well, you know who's going to fly this airplane next year, folks?
Steve Stavrakakis.
Oh no, Steven Hinton.
Yeah, that's right.
I fly in my dreams. He'll fly it in real life.
22 years old next year when he come race time.
Fly it an unlimited race winner. One more time. This will be Strega's 7th victory if she can hold together for one more quarter of a lap.
Watch for the second flag to come up. There it is. That's right.
Okay, how many people came for that race?
Because Steve is going to be out there. Has he got sound out there? Okay, he has sound out there, and he's going to be talking to Tiger when he comes out of the cockpit. But I am going to get the devil out of the way, because you don't want to hear me anymore. And thank you very much. I appreciate you being here. God bless you.
Okay, folks, bring him out in style. Your 2008 Unlimited Reno Race Champion. Fausto, one more time. What a way to go out in style. I know Mike Allen's got a few things he'd like to say to you and share with you right here.
Tiger, I've done this to you before, and it's a pleasure to do it again. Congratulations.
Thank you so much, Mike. Holy cow, it's just, it's been a long time coming, and I don't know if, I just don't know.
Face your fans. You had them cheering. They love you, Bill. They love Strega. Here comes your crew. Get out of here, folks. You guys worked hard for this.